Here's your Destiny Rising weekly reset checklist. Go through everything in this list to make sure you're not missing out on important resources that reset every single week. I know it's been a little bit of a while since we made a video here, but we're going to get back into the flow of things very, very shortly. So expect more Destiny Rising videos. Now, first thing to do is your Grandmaster keys. Yes, you will get 3 keys per week, so make sure you get access to these. It's every Monday we'll get those, and they do cap out at 12, so you could skip this if you haven't got much time, but they do cap out at 12. I've been away for a few weeks, and as you can see, I've almost hit the cap already. You'll also get access to extra purchase limits, so if you want to spend a bit, then you can now buy them with silver and Lumia leaves, although I wouldn't recommend that personally. It's a great way to get challenge rewards in Grandmaster and Master Activities, where you'll get some very important rewards. Mobius clusters, obviously, very important to stock up on those, and also meta-stable cores as well. Another thing that will be reset is the Legendary Campaign. Firstly, we've got weekly rewards. This is both for Heroic and Challenge, okay? They're the same for both modes. You'll get the XP, you'll get the contextual data sets, the exotic weapon infusion cores, and a higher % chance of the superposed photon. There's also a small chance to get an exotic weapon in here. Definitely worth doing this on the challenge mode, because we've also got the challenge mode reward reset, which means, once again, you're going to be able to speed run through these and get more Mobius clusters that you don't want to miss out on. Obviously, some exotic weapon parameters will be great as well. So definitely get these done before the end of the week now, your challenge runs, and you'll be able to claim your weekly rewards with Pinnacle Energy as you do these challenge runs as well. Remember, if you don't have the characters, join a wolf pack or add some friends, because you can borrow your friends' loadouts for these weekly challenges. This week, we've got Mine Rescue requiring long-range Spread Shinkers and Solar Shield. Honestly, Wolf's going to be perfect for this one. For Labyrinth, we've got Piercing Shinkers, Void, and Long Range. So obviously, Yumeko is going to be a great choice. Tantu could work as well. So if you're looking for a Yumeko, maybe you could find one in your pack team like I have. That's what I'm going to be doing, because I haven't built out a Yumeko yet. We're working on it. For Desperado, once again, it's Void, but this time it's Rapid Fire. Honestly, you could, if you got a good Ningfei build, you could cruise through this with Ningfei. I don't think you really need Yolda. Ningfei will be fine. And then Armageddon, we've got Arc and Impact Chinkers. Probably best to go for Yolda here, unless we've got some good Zonwei builds out there. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult for some of you. Let me know how you're going on that. Right, what else do we have to do here? Our weekly rewards for Gauntlet Onslaught have been reset as well. I don't do the Gauntlet much, but I would say doing the weekly rewards is definitely worth it, because you get a 15% drop chance of the Gauntlet exotics. That's going to include the Mehuri and a few other good choices. Obviously, this one is the one to go for all you Ningfei players out there. Definitely take advantage of these. Always want to get these done. There's also a 1% chance to get the Renegade Ghost Shell, which is quite nice. And you will get some Ascension Shells on the way, and some decent Team XP, which you can use to upgrade your sort of season skill tree thing going on. Now, we've also got a few shop weekly resets. If you go to the store page and exchange, firstly, let's talk about the fishing shop. Now, every time the fishing shop resets, I'd honestly go and buy out everything, because you never know when you might need a nice stack of fishing reward resources. There's probably going to be more fishing events down the line. So having these stockpiled and buying them out every single week is really worth it, including the fishing rods. On top of that, you can get very, very powerful meals, which will boost your damage in events for 2 hours. So definitely stockpile these. Every single week, I highly recommend buying these, especially the Island Indulgence meal. I wouldn't really worry about these two other ones too much, but always get this. So put in the effort to do your fishing and make sure you purchase this every week. Make sure you get the fishing rod and the bait. just because you never know when there might be a cool fishing event coming up, which could have some decent rewards. So definitely stockpile those. The Shifting Gates Exchange store will have reset as well, which means we can get a lot of important resources. Mythic Infusion Core, you know, all of this good stuff. You can build up the currency from Shifting Gates just by playing throughout the week, but it's a good time to make sure that you're purchasing out these weekly limits, especially these rewards here at the top, the mythic ones. Definitely try and purchase out those because stacking up these is going to be really important, and building up a nice stockpile of fruit choice chest and your weapon infusion cores and all that stuff is always going to be useful. The rest of the rewards aren't as important, but you know, as you're building out characters for the early levels, you'll definitely still need them. So definitely aim to cap out these for the week if you can, just to build up a nice stockpile. The Pack Shop Exchange has also had its weekly reset. So once again, more choice chests to be got there. I haven't played, so I'm going to be able to get my monthly limit of my incandescence clusters as well. But yeah, definitely buy out everything here that you can. Mostly, once again, the mythics are going to be something of importance. The rest, not so much. But definitely buy out those before the week resets. So another goal to get some pack hunts done and build up the resources there. Speaking of that, the pack hunts will also be reset. So you'll be able to do more pack hunts here. It looks like our admin has gone AFK as I've gone away, which is a bit of a problem. I might have to end up joining another pack potentially. But yeah, you're going to be able to do more pack hunts, so definitely get on that. And all of the weekly challenges will also be reset, so that's more rewards for you to build up your currency, and then you can spend that in the Pack Hunt Exchange store. This one's going to be for spenders. If you're free to play, it's not going to matter so much. But if we go to the Lumia Leaf shop and the Silver shop, well, firstly, you'll get your free weekly thing. So this is good for free-to-play players. But you also get the energy supply bundles. Now, in my opinion, if you've got some Lumia to spare, I don't mind spending on this, right? I've personally spent on Destiny Rising a little bit, and I like to build up a nice reserve of this myself, just because it means I've got the extra energy reserves for when I need it. But if you're not like a spender, then probably not worth it. You should probably hold on to your Lumia Leaves, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll be getting those. I usually spend to get those just because I like to have a bit of a reserve stockpile up. I don't spend much on this game, but that's something I like to be able to play activities. So, you know, I like to build up a nice reserve there. Now, with the weekly reset, you'll also get a free Shifting Gates playthrough that won't cost Pinnacle energy. So make the most out of that whilst you can. Obviously, the Shifting Gates exchange store is one of the best exchange stores in the game. So really take advantage of that each and every week. It only takes like 10 minutes. We've also got your casual activity, casual activeness reset. So once again, start to take part in these each and every day so you can get your hands on the overclock capacitors. Not the most important thing in the game to get your hands on, but if you're running out of time, like me, I've just come back from a trip, then it's going to be helpful for me to speed through this extra pinnacle I've got sitting around, right? So yeah, definitely something to remember as well. We've also got the bounties, right? Your high-value bounties and the rewards for the bounties are available to you now. Make sure you're using your frontline keys before you make progress on this, though, because otherwise you're not going to be able to claim these keys anyway. Like, if you're taking a break like me, definitely time to use those before you do your high-value bounties. And also, we have one more store thing to talk about, the Black Market Weekly Reset, right? So something to consider. You might have some bounties that you can do as well, right? A lot of way to get extra rewards for stuff that you have lying around that you don't really need. So you can start building up some Black Market coins. Really, really worth doing. All right, thanks for watching, my friends. Hopefully you found this useful. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.